Yo, welcome back to the house where we talk news, celebrities, and hot topics. All right, new exclusive details regarding the entire Chris Brown, Teyana Taylor, Usher debacle. Apparently, Usher helped, plan this birthday party in Vegas at the roller rink, right? I believe Chris Brown is turning 35, if I'm not mistaken. All the celebrities were there. You had Bow Wow and Mario and maybe Floyd Mayweather and some other folks, Teyana Taylor, Usher, of course. I think a lot of these folks are in Vegas for the Lovers and Friends, Las Vegas festival and things like that. It's like Coachella, but in Vegas and, R&B. I think Christina Aguilera is going to be there. A whole bunch of folks, right? And so they decided, okay, well, we're here for Lovers and Friends. Usher is Mr. Vegas. He has the Vegas residency, which has been super popular. And so, yeah, they just decided, well, we're all here. Let's celebrate our man, Chris Brown. And so, listen, Hollywood Unlocked broke the story, and a lot of the folks under the comments were like, they didn't believe that Chris Brown was beating up Usher, okay? They just did not believe that Chris Brown and his crew were jumping Usher. They were like, oh, this is so far-fetched. But now TMZ has kind of like corroborated the story, and, they have these extra details. Let me show you guys this video. Hold on. Let's see. There you go. Okay, so this is them singing Happy Birthday. That's Bow Wow. You can see Mario in the back. Usher beside him. Okay, so that was Bow Wow basically saying that Usher planned it. Oh, and it's so cute because wasn't Bow Wow and Roll Bounce? Happy birthday to you. All right, so in this, everybody is happy and cheery, and folks are probably, high, and the girls are drunk, you know what I mean? And everyone's having fun. Usher and Chris Brown, they look very happy and chummy and friendly, and they're just smiling. So how did it go from smiling and having fun? Look at them. They keep keying it up. Usher and Chris Brown, they're basically one and the same as far as artistry is concerned. Like, Usher is the original Chris Brown, right? They're basically the same artist, just one is 10 years older. How old is Usher? Let's see. If Chris Brown is 35, Chris Brown is 35, right? Chris Brown. How old is Chris Brown? Chris Brown is 34, 35. And then Usher is 44. Like I said, 10 years apart. Usher laid down the foundation for a Chris Brown. Chris Brown is basically Usher reincarnated, right? Chris Brown is like a little bit of Usher and then a little bit of Michael Jackson sprinkled into one. Anyways, so I say that to say it's giving big bro, little bro. It's giving, mentor, mentee. Damn. Okay, so, yeah, so how did we go from that to scrapping? Because apparently, allegedly, Chris Brown and the crew then jumped Usher. How is someone getting jumped at age 44? Usher, how is you getting jumped in Vegas, and Vegas supposed to be your city? Well, we know Atlanta is Usher's city. But he's Mr. Vegas right now. He, I think, is like the biggest black artist out there in Vegas right now. Everybody wants to go to the Usher residency. I think it's, is it Caesar's Palace? It's one of them hotels. MGM, Grand. Everybody wants to go see Usher when they go to Vegas. And so how is Mr. Vegas getting jumped? Allegedly. Usher and Chris Brown got into a heated argument last night, which apparently led... But, okay, wait. I don't want to read this. Okay, let me finish this. They got into a heated argument last night, which apparently led to some sort of scuffle that got violent outside, and TMZ has video of what led up to it. Excuse me. check out this footage that we obtained. So we already saw this. They're singing happy birthday. They're very happy, whatever, whatever. And then we also have this photograph of Teyana Taylor. Now, apparently, Chris Brown was really upset with Teyana Taylor. And the reason why, according to this article on TMZ, they're saying that Chris Brown confronted Teyana Taylor about something, and Teyana Taylor was steady trying to ignore him. And so that's when Usher walked into the situation, and Usher was trying to referee, the girls, right? And is that Megan Thee Stallion's stylist? Isn't that the stylist man who was at the trial in the middle? So, I guess. So Teyana, it looks like she's on her phone, and Usher and Chris Brown, they're going back and forth, and it's a whole thing. It don't seem like there's a lot of people. Like, if you look at the background, don't it look kind of empty? Like, where are the folks? Why are they not skating? So they say we're told Chris Brown was not having it. He was cursing at Usher and Teyana, but then mostly focusing his anger directly at Usher, not the man who helped plan the party. Eventually, the sources say that Chris told his crew that they were leaving, and so Chris and the entourage exited the facility, and then sources say that Usher took off his skates and went after Chris Brown. So Chris Brown left, and then Usher fled the scene to leave behind him. I guess maybe to either one, antagonize a fight, or two, get him to stay to rectify the tension, right? Okay, and so then the eyewitness says that once Usher went behind a string of charter buses to run after Chris Brown, they then saw that Usher emerged a couple of minutes after, I'm assuming, with a bloody nose. Okay? So the girls are saying that Chris Brown and his friends jumped Usher for whatever reason. Well, moving right along, we have now another update from lovebscott.com. Exclusive details regarding Chris Brown and Usher getting into this physical altercation in Las Vegas over Teyana Taylor. Child, Teyana got the girls fighting. Where is Iman Shumpert? Is that his name when you need him? Okay, but listen. Usher and Chris Brown, they got into the physical altercation, right? We saw the footage, whatever. Now, sources are exclusively telling lovebscott.com that Chris Brown was angered by seeing Teyana at the party and wanted her gone. All right. So they're having a birthday party for Chris Brown, and he sees someone that he would rather not. And so I think he went up to her and asked her to leave, right? Their beef allegedly stems from Chris's canceled American Music Awards performance when he was supposed to do a Michael Jackson tribute, right? Do y'all remember that? Okay, Chris Brown, American Music Awards. Music Mayhem magazine, Chris Brown will no longer be performing at the 2022 American Music Awards, right? Do y'all remember that? When they snatched his performance, he was going to do a performance of his hit song, Under the Influence, and then the music changed into a medley of Jackson hits, including Beat It and Billie Jean and Wanna Be Starting Something and Thriller and stuff like that. And so he was rehearsing, and apparently Teyana Taylor was choreographing or helping and creative directing and stuff like that. And it got canceled at the last minute by the American Music Awards. And some were saying that it may have had something to do with his violent past, or maybe Michael Jackson's reputation. All right. So anyways, according to Love B. Scott, though, Teyana Taylor was working on that performance with Chris Brown, but she ended up, calling out, right? She quit her duties before the American Music Awards actually canceled. So she was working on the performance, and then she pulled out, and then subsequently, American Music Awards canceled the whole thing altogether. All right, they say Teyana was involved in the performance in some capacity, but pulled out in the last minute due to other obligation. And Chris feels like it's a big reason as to why the performance ultimately got canceled over there at the AMAs. So when Chris saw Teyana Taylor at this party, he approached her to air out his grievances and tell her to leave. And Teyana made it clear that Chris's behavior was out of line, repeatedly telling him that he was on one, suggesting that he was under the influence of something, which he probably was. Right? I believe he probably was. But, and this is not me blaming anything on Teyana Taylor, and I don't think that this altercation, I don't feel like Teyana Taylor did anything to escalate the situation. But I will say, if someone tells you to leave their birthday party, why are you still there? Like, this is my party. This is for my birthday. They threw this for me. I don't like you. I don't fuck with you. I feel like you're one of the reasons as to why the performance got canceled. And listen, I don't know what the correlation is between Teyana quitting and American Music Awards canceling the entire performance. But at the end of the day, he feels ways about her. If he told you to leave, I don't really understand why she just did not leave. Why do you want to be at someone's birthday party and they don't fuck with you? But that's just my personal opinion. All right, so moving on. Teyana made it clear that his behavior was out of line, whatever. So Chris did not take too well to Teyana's pushback, and the verbal altercation escalated, prompting Usher to step in and defend Teyana, which we already know. Chris and his crew eventually had enough and decided to take things outside. Ooh, okay. So maybe it wasn't Usher running after Chris and the crew. Maybe they just wanted to get it on. Maybe they wanted to fight. I don't know. I don't know what the hell is going on. That's when Usher followed Chris and his crew out into the parking lot. The altercation reportedly resumed, and that's when, according to our sources, Chris Brown and crew beat Usher's ass. LoveyScott.com goes on to say that neither Usher, Chris, nor Teyana have acknowledged the altercation publicly, which was first reported by Jason Lee's Hollywood Unlocked. Shout out to them. Both Usher and Chris Brown are scheduled to perform at today's Lovers and Friends Festival in Las Vegas, and so we'll see how that goes, right? Tamar Braxton and Candy Burst Tucker aren't the only ones getting into it behind the stage, child. It's a whole hot damn mess. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about the entire situation. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to create a great day.